We need how much the ones.
Okay, first, something for Neptune.
Yay!
Serendipity. Roaring. God bless all his Here I am on the Camel Estuary. Trip I planned yesterday to sail from Rock upriver to Wade Bridge. So I've been on the water about an hour now. It's an hour and a bit before high water. A few things been going on. I've had to readjust that tack because definitely it needed a bit of purchase, so I've put a bit of purchase on that. I'm kind of looking at this rig though and thinking that possibly the fixing at the yard needs to be a bit further down the yard, because what's happening is the sail foot is really quite low down, so sitting in the helming position I can't actually see under the foot unless I lift it or unless I sit on the bottom board. But we'll see. I'm going to pull off in a moment. I'm headed up there. I'll show you where I've come from. Come from back there. There's Rock. That's the mouth of the estuary. There's Padstow. So coming back to where I'm going. I'm fairly close hauled. I don't have a burgee, but I'm going to point up a little bit now. See what starts happening to that bluff. So that's too high. Pulling off a little bit more, and that looks about right. I think she points okay, but yeah, the sail still needs a bit of adjusting, definitely. Also the tide is very strong, so especially coming out of Rock, I was amazed when the wind is fairly light, so with that light breeze the tide is really strong. Okay, I'm going to pull off, I think, head a bit down the estuary. I think I can afford to. Right, that's where we're going. Sail looks good for sure, but you know, this very low foot makes it a little bit difficult. The main sheet's working okay. So it is a very light breeze. I mean, it's probably about 6 or 7, 8 knots, and she definitely prefers a bit more than that. But I'll try and take a bit of footage later on the trip. Trying this experiment, poling the sail out, because I'm fairly downwind, dead downwind now. Very light breeze, very peaceful, and I can see the red channel markers of Wade Bridge up ahead. Still half an hour to go before high water. I reckon I'll definitely need the tide to get me back out of the estuary, because unless the wind picks up, but it's also going to be pretty much on the nose, I think, so beating but with the tide taking me. Pole works really well. In time I'll find some good fixing points and make probably a harness for the oar to fit into, but in this light wind it's great. Beautiful shaped sail. Wind's gone again. Wade Bridge coming into view. Very light breeze here. Coming on to high water in about 20 minutes or so at Padstow, so I guess it's a little bit later here, but I'm undecided whether I'm going to go under that bridge right into Wade Bridge, or whether I should just turn around and slowly make my way back, hoping that the tide will carry me most of the way. Later. Woohoo! So here we are, heading out to sea. Beautiful 15-knot breeze. That's the south side of the estuary. I'm sitting way back on the stern because I can. And there's the rig, pushing really nicely. Very comfortable. There's the rock side, that's Damer Bay in the distance, and out there you can see the point at Polzith. So somewhere up ahead is the Doom Bar. I won't be going too close to that. Bit of a crack. She's really going nicely and cracking along. Okay, gonna turn it off now. Coming up to this point, I'm gonna tack any minute. I can see the breakers just out there beyond. Yeah, I don't want to go out there. Woo! Quite a sweet here. So here we go. Let's come around, see if she'll go through the wind for me. Yep. Okay. So. She's in a bit. What a beautiful coastline. I'll be in the lee here a little bit. I'd like to get a little bit closer, but the wind's kind of coming off the shoreline, so might not be able to get any closer than this. Still, this is great. Lovely beach up ahead. I think I'll see how close I get to that, and then pull off and head back up the estuary. Tide's still coming in slightly, so I should shoot up there, and then I'll play around a little bit between Rock and Padstow. Right, later. So I am somewhere off a beach. Well, I'm in the bay. I'll have to figure out what it's called later on. But I'm seeing what a heave to is like. Serendipity. Interesting. So my till is hard over. Sail fills with wind, and she goes head to wind. And the sail kind of flaps around a bit. She doesn't tack, but then pulls off again and doesn't quite settle, but anyway, not to worry. Enough to pour myself a coffee. See the views around me. Yep, she's coming around into the wind again. See that flapping sail. Almost tacking this time, but the helm's still hard over, so let's see what happens. Right, yeah, she's starting to back again. Yeah, so not quite got it, but anyway, it's beautiful out here. I'm going to flip the camera just to show you what's going on. That's a nice big beach. So she's coming round again. I'm just going to pour myself a coffee, and then I think I'll sail on. Later. Woohoo! Beached her, had a quick swim, pulled her back in, and now reaching back up the estuary. Beautiful, a bit of board up, sails filling really nicely, a little bit of a swell, which is great fun. Don't want to jibe, so I'll just a couple more seconds of this, but this is beautiful. This is fantastic sailing. Woohoo! Here we go. Look at that beautiful shoreline. All good.